right, guys, we have a new intro here for the Bear Pack. Trey, if you want to pull up our subscriber goal, we are so very close to 9,000. We are 95 away, actually, from being to 9,000. We're going to give away a sports memorabilia giveaway. We're going to do that on our live show on Friday coming up here soon. And then we have the 10K subs for 1,000, and then the 12K sub. We're going to send someone to a game again. Probably not the Super Bowl, but who knows? Who knows? It depends on how fast you guys get us there. But, Trey, you would notice that we are down a man. Seth is no longer with us. He had to take a step back, dealing with some family stuff. So Trey, we love having 3 people on the show. So we are going to fix that problem with this. We're looking for one person each week for each video to compete for $250 on our college football, college basketball, NFL, or NBA video. This is going to be a contest for the Bear Pack to enter. All you got to do is comment Bear Pack on the video or sport you wish to compete in. So if you think you know the best, if you know the most in college football, you're going to comment on that college football video. If you think you know the most in the NBA, you're going to comment on that NBA video, okay? That's how it works. You can only compete in one of the sports, guys, only one of them. We will bring on one person per week to record videos for that selected sport, and they're going to give their picks for the entire week. So how that works is, in NBA, there's usually NBA every night, so we're going to have one person on the NBA show on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're going to have 7 picks. You're going to come on for the NBA. You're going to give out your picks for the entire week. The individual with the best record at the end of the season is going to win $250 for that sport. So we're going to have multiple people in and out every week. There's going to be someone different. If you think you're best in college football, you're going to comment on the college football video. If you think you're the best in the NFL, comment on the NFL video. We're going to keep a running score of everybody who comes on the show and gives out their picks for the week. The winner at the end of the season is going to win $250 for that sport. Something new, something fresh. We want to keep 3 people on the show, so we're going to ask the Bear Pack members to come on and give their best picks of the week. So if you're interested in that, comment Bear Pack on any of the videos you see this week. All right, Trey, let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get some NCAA basketball picks and props for Thursday, November 16th slate of games. Trey, before we get into the leaderboard, throw that up there. We do have our winners. We did a spin on college football. Dennis R. Burns is going to join us there, and then we're going to do a spin on our NFL videos tomorrow. But for the college basketball Bet Cover Kings, if you would contact us at Bears Profit Plays or on Twitter at Bears Profit, we would love to get in contact with you and see if you want to come on the show next Monday, November 20th, to start off our $250 contest for the college basketball plays. So if you see this, make sure you contact us, bearsprofitplays@gmail.com or at Bears Profit Plays on Twitter. Trey, throw up the leaderboard. Let's get into it.
God, I'm freaking depressed, guys. My game just ended. I gave out Richmond plus 3.5 against Boston College. And early in the first half, Richmond, they were up 15 points, and I looked like I was cruising. And then they went on like an 8-minute stretch without making a bucket. And then they went into halftime only up by 3 points. And then they kind of crumbled from there. They almost covered for us at the end. They ended up losing by, I think, 5 points. It was very frustrating. I almost cried. The game ended as we were recording the member play video. So if you guys want to see me extra depressed in real time, just go become a member. It's worth the money.
Yeah, and I have Georgetown plus 9 going up against Rutgers. Did come out at plus 10.5, but I grabbed it at plus 9 in the video. Currently, the current score is 26-31 with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. So, I mean, we're looking okay right now. We're hanging in tough with Rutgers on the road. Hopefully, we can go 1-1 and salvage the day. Trey, let's take a look at the plays for tomorrow. Start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to be attacking this Jackson State at Tulsa game, and I'm actually pretty excited to watch this game. That is, if you're betting on Tulsa with me here, give me Tulsa minus 7.5 in this game. I fully expect them to win this home game by double digits, so I love that we're getting this number here at 8. In Jackson State, they come in this game winless with an 0-4 record and are 1-3 ATS this season. And that's because they have lost those 4 games on an average score of 88-67. So losing on average by 21 points, it has just not looked very good for this Jackson State team. And Tulsa, on the other hand, they come in this game with a perfect 2-0 record and are 1-0-1 ATS this season. They have played Central Arkansas and Incarnated Ward so far, and they have won those games by an average score of 78-62. So Tulsa, they've looked a lot more impressive than this Jackson State team, and I expect that to continue here. I expect them to roll in this road game in Tulsa. They're led by a guy named Kobe Williams, who's averaging 28.5 PRAs this season. He's making impact plays all over the court, and I expect that to continue here against this inferior team. So give me Tulsa at minus 7.5 against Jackson State.
I do like that play as well. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at Wright State going on the road to take on Indiana. I'm going to be playing the Raiders to cover the spread at plus 12.5 going up against Indiana. I have now watched both these teams play because Wright State went up against my Toledo Rockets in their last game. They gave them everything they could handle. Toledo did win that game by 1 point. But what I did learn was Wright State can score, but they're not that great defending, just like Toledo. Indiana is a team that I backed early in the season. I think it was like game 2. They did win the game, but they didn't cover the spread against Florida Gulf Coast. They then played against Army at home in their last game. They only won that game by 8 points as a 26-point favorite. This Indiana team is going to need some time to get chemistry going, and Wright State can score. I think the Raiders give Indiana a lot of trouble in this game, and they definitely cover the 12.5 spread. We've seen a lot of crazy upsets already this season, and I don't think this one's insane to say the Wright State might knock off Indiana here. Wright State has a fifth-year senior, Trey Calvin. He's averaging 28 points per game, which is second in the nation. He's going to have himself a monster game after averaging 20 points last season. He's averaging 28 this season. I think it's possible for the Raiders to win this game, so I'm going to take them plus 12.5 as my play. Trey, let's go to the player props. Start us off.
Yeah, and I'm 0 for 0 at the moment, and that's where I'm going to stay because I gave out Adam Bona to go over his PRAs versus Long Island. Couldn't find it anywhere. It's very frustrating. He's pretty much the best player on UCLA this season, but PrizePicks, they released 2 other UCLA players, but not him. It's because they didn't want us to take the money, I guess.
Yep, and I have Rowan Brombaugh of Georgetown to go over his 11 points. That one did come out. Only one shot through 15 minutes. What is going on? He's a great shooter. I don't know why he's not shooting the ball. Maybe he'll do it in the second half. Trey, let's move past last night. Let's get into tonight. Start us off.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with DaRon Holmes over his PRAs versus LSU. I really love this over for Holmes in this game because he's been everything and more for this Dayton team. And Holmes, last season, he declared for the NBA draft after an impressive 18.4 points and 8.1 rebound average last season. But then he didn't like what he heard, so he ended up coming back to Dayton. And this season, he stayed right around that average with an 18-point and 7.5 rebound average, not to mention his 4 assists per game as well. So Holmes, he comes in this game averaging 29.5 PRAs per game, and I do expect him to show up big here. And with this game basically being a pick'em, Dayton, they are underdogs by 1 point. And with Holmes being Dayton's go-to guy, I expect him to set the tone early against this LSU team and have a nice stat line by the end of the night. So give me DaRon Holmes to go over his PRAs versus LSU.
Yeah, Trey, I like that play. For my play today, I did touch on the game pick. I'm going to take Trey Calvin to go over his total points against Indiana. This might be Wright State's toughest matchup of the season on the defensive side of the ball, but I still think Calvin's going to put up 20-plus points in this game. He's the leader of this team, being there since 2019. He's worked his all the way up to the starting lineup, and he's now the best player on the team. He's averaging 27.5 points per game, and he's 100% from the line this season, which I love. Last season, he was an 89% free throw shooter, making almost 100 free throws, and so far this season, he started 7-7 from the line. Scoring might be difficult in this game, so I do expect him to drive and make contact a lot in this game, trying to get to the basket. Calvin's also shooting nearly double the amount of the next player on the team, scoring almost double the amount of points as well. So if you're looking for scoring on this Wright State team, they're going to be looking to Calvin the entire game. So give me Trey Calvin to go over his total points against Indiana as my play. Trey, let's throw up the graphics. Start us off.
Yeah, I gave out Tulsa minus 7.5 against Jackson State. I expect Tulsa as the home team here to win this game by double digits. I'm not too worried about that spread. And I also gave out DaRon Holmes to go over his PRAs versus LSU. The guy's averaging almost 30 PRAs this season, so I think he's going to get close to that number against this LSU team.
Yep, and I'm going with Wright State plus 12.5 versus Indiana. I would not be surprised if they win the game. I know it's a little crazy, but I'm going to take the points with Wright State. And I'm also going to take Trey Calvin over his points. Probably come out about 20 points, but I'm still going to take it against Indiana. He's the best player on the team by far. But guys, that's going to do it for NCAA basketball plays and props for Thursday, November 16th slate game. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,